Alright, so I just bought a couple kayaks now, a couple weeks ago. One is really stable, so I can stand fish out of it, but it's bigger, it's wider, it's slower, it spins around more, but it doesn't have a rudder. And then the other one is longer, narrower, so it makes it a little bit more tippy. I really like that one, and I was thinking about building some kind of like stabilizers for it. I've watched a lot of videos online on YouTube. People have came up with a lot of different ideas, but I was having the hardest time trying to figure out what to use for the actual buoy. And a lot of people use the crab traps, where you have to buy like 4 of them for like $10 a piece at a lot of places, which I didn't really like. And then I saw a couple of the floaty kind of buoys that will use for like the side of your boat for docking. I thought those looked a little bit bigger and looked like they'd be better for stabilizers. And they're the only ones I could actually find around where I live instead of driving a long ways or getting them shipped to me. So that's what I used, and this is my first run through. I haven't really changed anything. I just threw it all together without measuring anything. And I use flagpole holders to mount them to the boat so I can adjust them on the water. So you guys let me know what you think of it. So as you can see, when they're up, they don't affect my rod holders at all. I threw in 1-inch PVC into these holes. There's no need to do any fastening. They stay in really tight. Keeps the reel off the boat. That really was annoying. And you saw the card I made last week. There's a video for those. That was really easy to make. Now for these, they're really easy to put down from the boat. I noticed a difference even on the land, how much more sturdy it is. This kayak is very narrow, it tips a lot. Nothing's glued together yet, because I wanted to show you guys how everything is put together. Extremely easy. It only took me like 30 minutes to start to end from what you see here. And they don't affect my rod holders at all. I still have the whole back. A lot of people I see, they go right over the back. It's in the way. These aren't in the way at all. I can take them off whenever I want. I can even use what's left as rod holders if I don't want to take the stabilizer. I think they work out pretty good. And I still have my oar I can take off whenever I want. And they'll still be back a ways. I made this gap right here so the paddle can go underneath while I'm paddling. Thought that was pretty cool. You can also make yours higher if you wanted. If you were going to leave them down 2 paddle, you can put them up a bit. Not that high. I put them to about there. And then all you would need to do is make this piece longer and out a little bit farther. That way you have bigger openings for your paddle. And these are screwed on, so even after you glue everything, you can still take these off so they're not jumping around with the wind on you. So these are 2 easy things you can add to your kayak. Rod holder extenders and stabilizers. And then the cart. So those are 3 things that I just did in the first couple weeks I've had this. Now this is probably the trickiest part, which I'm going to have some improvements to do. Because these are really big holes in these buoys. So I use this huge washer, and you could probably put like a lock nut. I use a shorter screw, that way it would actually bend the PVC pipe so it would stay on there nice and sturdy. This is half an inch PVC going into where you can glue it so it's smooth, and then it's got the threads in that one. It's all half an inch. And then it leads into a 3/4 inch adapter. So this side is 3/4 of an inch going into a 3/4 of an inch pipe with a threaded adapter. That way it screws right into there. So you can take your buoys on and off whenever you want. And I would say you don't need to glue this piece, but you can glue everything else. So the rest of the piping is 3/4 of an inch. And then you go to a 45-degree angle, which goes through this little piece, just like that. And then you get another foot or so, 3/4 of an inch, going into another 45-degree angle. And then you go into about a 2.5 foot piece of 3/4 of an inch PVC. And then this piece goes straight into your flagpole holder, which is also a 3/4 of an inch flagpole holder. And then that's screwed in with 4 screws that it came with. You can probably switch them off for stainless steel, and silicone around that. I mean, it was extremely easy. I thought it was going to be a lot harder. So the video I got these off of, he filled them with foam, which you can do. If these don't work out for me, I'll probably do that. But as of now, I'm not going to bother with it. This is supposed to be an easy project. And if you don't have one of these little carts yet, I highly recommend it. It goes on really easy to carry. And you can see how easy everything stores. The wheels go in, they're out of the way. The rods have their extenders, they're easy to get in and out of. Look at this. Stabilizer's out of the way. You have plenty of room to paddle, you're not going to hit anything. I really hate having the stabilizers out on the sides in your way the whole time while you're paddling. That doesn't seem like a very good idea. I also slow you down. So I got them in there just in case I need them. If I want to stand up and fish, then I toss them in, take them back out if I don't like them. Now when you're not using the stabilizers, you can have 4 rod holders that are adjustable. These break down pretty easily. I glued these together now, so they're really strong, they don't move around. And they're really easy to attach now. I just give it a spin a couple times. It's pretty easy to spin them on, and they're on pretty good. So far they look pretty good. I was tipping the whole way paddling here. still paddle underneath them.